guys, I haven't done very much on this channel in the past couple of months. I apologise, and every time I come back I'm like, I'm gonna do more. I am. This summer I am on it. I'm gonna have to be really organised because the kids are back at school, so I haven't got through the week to film and stuff like I normally have, and so at the weekends I'm gonna just be like the most productive. And I promise you I'm gonna have one, hopefully 2 videos every single week on this channel as well throughout the summer. Then we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking in September, Milo goes to school full time anyway, so I can only be more productive then, can't I? She says, maybe. So today I have a bit of a high-end haul for you. I did some sale shopping. I was actually relatively reserved, but the first thing I want to show you, it's not very much stuff, but I thought I'd make a video. The first thing I want to show you is a pair of shoes. Obviously they came in a box and all that stuff, but I have them out already for you. And they are these. In fact, I might go into the box because I want to figure out how much they were. I can't remember. I've taken off the tag. Maybe it will say on the side of the box, or I may have the receipt in here somewhere. Here we go. Here's the receipt. Although they probably won't tell me what they were, only what I paid. Okay, they were £280. I think they were something in the region of $485.25, something like that. Full price, and they were £280. And I bought these from the Manchester, what's it called? The Selfridge is in something Square. I want to say Trafford Square. That's not a thing, is it? Is it that thing? I don't know. The Selfridge is in Manchester City Centre is where I got them from. And I went in specifically looking for shoes in the sale. We went to the Selfridge's store in the Trafford Centre, and then this didn't have a tremendous amount of stuff, so we ended up going to the city centre. And I found these and they were amazing. These were the ones that the whole time I was looking around different things and Lee was like, but those ones are so nice. And I tried them on and I was like, yes, they're fine. And I got them home, and as always, they don't fit quite as well as they did in the store. However, I have got these little things that will not only grip the backs of my heels but make them slightly shorter. Because I was thinking the ones that I have already, I bought slightly too small thinking that I would stretch them, but I think you have to be wearing them like every day for that to be a thing, because they kind of just go back to what they were before. And so this time I didn't want to do that. I wanted to buy them, if anything, a half size too big because my feet kind of swell when I've been wearing them. But in my kind of excitement of buying them, I didn't realise that because these are so high, and these are higher than I ever said that I would buy them. I said I would only buy 100. These are the Pigalle 120. And so these are like, my foot is straight in them. When I got home I thought, oh my god, I can't walk in them. I actually can walk in them. They're just kind of higher than I'm used to. It would take a little bit of practice. But when they're high like that, your foot gets kind of pushed down into the bottom here. And so if anything, these could have done with being a half size smaller. I think I was a bit crazy, but I'm keeping them because I love them and I can walk in them and they do fit me and they're just beautiful, so I'm keeping them. And I don't even know what this is. It kind of looks like marble, doesn't it? I don't think it's supposed to be marble, but I don't know what it is, but I love the pattern and they're patent. And as always, they're horribly uncomfortable, but I love them. And they were a good deal. Maybe. In the grand scheme of things, they were a good deal. So that's one of the things that I purchased. That was kind of the big thing that I purchased. The next thing that I was going to buy was a small Alexander Wang Rocky mini, like the mini version of the Rocky. I've got one in black with the rose gold studs, and I'd seen one in fuchsia with silver studs that I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. It was in a very exclusive sale, and I saw it earlier in the year when it wasn't in the sale, and I just thought, I can't, it's too small, I'm not going to use it. And then I used my Chanel bags so much this year, I thought I could totally do a mini bag. Like the mini bags, it's the way forward. I started using, you may remember I was talking in a previous video that I wanted to go and buy another Neverfull in the Damier Azur print. I was obsessed with that for the longest time, and I saved up some money and I thought, that's what I'm going to buy. And I ended up buying those shoes because I decided I'm not going to buy the Neverfull, because I started using my Neverfull that I have already. I started using that again and it was too big. I just was so used to having a small bag, it was too big. So then, on the very exclusive sale, the beautiful mini Rocky went down in price, and I thought, if it goes down in price again, because they tend to, if there's like a code for an extra 30% off, or if it goes down in price again, then I'll buy it. It'll be meant to be. And it did go down in price again, and I didn't buy it quick enough, and then it was sold out. So I was gutted. So then I decided, because I was like totally set my heart on it, I decided to look on eBay. And if you're interested in Alexander Wang handbags, they have completely lost their value on eBay now. They used to be so expensive, I think because they were like a real it bag, and now they're not, so they don't hold their value at all. So I found this one back here for £220, and this is actually the Rocky size rather than mini size. And I think the Rocky size, they're about I want to say they're about £685 brand new. And this was £220, which I think is a really, really good price. It's a different kind of leather. My other one is that massive pebbled leather. I think there's a name for it and I can't remember what it is, but like real distressed, almost matte kind of pebbled leather for my large one. And then the other one is a shiny leather, but it's still big. And this is more soft, small pebbled leather. So they're all different, and then this one's got gold studs, which I never in a million years would have said that I would have gone for, but it's very pale gold, and I think it goes nicely with the pink, so hey. And this colour is flamingo pink. The thing I was worried about with this is, depending on the pictures, flamingo pink looked really Barbie pink. You know, like almost like a pale blue pink. But in real life, it's not like that at all. It's a really, really gorgeous colour, and I thought a little while ago, I mean, in fact, I'll tell you a bit more about the bag first before I go off on a tangent with my stories. When I first got it, it was like really, really folded in like that. The person that sent it to me just kind of scrunched it up in a bag and sent it. I could have cried. But it was really folded in like that. And then if you can see here, it's been worn away a little bit, and there were dark areas where it had transferred from jeans. And so she'd obviously been wearing it like that. And no wonder she wanted to sell it. I just didn't think it was very nice at all. And so anyway, I got it, opened it all up, cleaned it all down with a baby wipe, which is a bit controversial, but I did. It was in a bit of a state. Cleaned it all down with a baby wipe, and I stuffed it with toilet rolls. And I did this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I stuffed it with toilet rolls to make it all like straight again. And then I put some of the Colonol, is that what it's called? I think so. Leather conditioner all over it. Left it overnight, buffed it all out. And then every single night after I'd used it for about 2 weeks, I put the toilet rolls back in it. And it kind of, I mean, it still wants to fold in a little bit. And this is the side that would go against me. But whenever I feel like it's folding a little bit too much, like tonight I might do it again, I put the toilet rolls in and stuff it again. When I'm not using this bag, like if I was using a different bag, would absolutely stuff it. And I've stuffed my other ones just because I don't like the way that it folds in. But I think that she's bought it from a shop, it comes like that, and she's just used it immediately. And that's probably why she's not liked it as much, because I don't like it when it happens like that. I like to keep it as branded as possible. So if you've seen these bags on eBay and you think they're a bit beaten up, I feel like this looks new again now. And it really didn't look like that when it arrived to me. You can kind of, there are certain areas of wear like this, but you can kind of bring them back to life, especially when it's a really nice leather. You can kind of clean them up and stretch them out. And the leather is so soft, it's stretched out quite quickly. So anyway, a little while ago, I decided I was not going to buy anything that was more expensive than your average item. I wasn't going to buy anything that wasn't special. So for example, I bought my suede black Christian Louboutin shoes because I absolutely love them. They have a rounded toe. I loved them in suede, and that's what I wanted. And I don't regret buying those. I think they're beautiful. But I don't want to spend a tremendous amount of money on something that just looks basic. And some people would say don't spend £1,000 on a handbag that's seasonal colour or that's trendy or that's whatever. And I would have agreed with that. Like, only buy neutral stuff, just buy the classic stuff. And now I feel like I want to be able to look at something that's cost me more money and be excited by it and be like, wow, that's really, really enjoy looking at it. And so things like the crazy shoes and things like the hot pink bag are now going to be more what I gravitate towards, I think. Like, some of my favourite things are like my purple, it's an orchid colour partially. I just love the colour of it so much. The mini Chanel that I bought, I love the black and it goes with absolutely everything, and because it was such an expensive bag and a bag that I thought I'd never buy another one from that brand, I did want to get a classic bag. But if I bought another one, I more than happily would buy another exact same size bag, another mini, but in a bright colour, because I love the coloured bags. But I don't know, there's arguments for either way, but that's kind of the way that I'm going at the moment. The other thing I wanted to show you is I got my wallet that I showed you in a previous video, this one that I showed you, the second-hand Louis Vuitton, I think it's called the International wallet, and I got it hot stamped or heat stamped. And again, I got this done at the Manchester, whatever that thing is called. Come on, what is it called? Manchester Exchange Square, that's what it's called. The Selfridges in there. I held it up there thinking it was going to focus and it's a different camera. and I had the heat stamping done with my initials, and I wanted to mention this because the service in there was completely amazing. I went in telling them I bought this wallet secondhand, could they heat stamp it for me? They said yes, and I have had something heat stamped in there before that I've purchased when I purchased it, and I got exactly the same. They were busy, I had to wait for someone. I got exactly the same service when I was bringing something that I had clearly purchased secondhand and that is in a bit of a state of disrepair, needs to be repaired and is damaged, and she gave me exactly the same service as if I just bought something from her, and I thought that was completely amazing. It cost me nothing. She still went through all the different options, gave me her advice, what she thought would look best and all that stuff. When I picked it up, I said, oh, it feels new again because, you know, it feels like it's mine, and she was like, it is, and she made a really big deal of it, and I just thought that's the stuff that you can have some really terrible experiences with high-end shops, and that was one of those experiences that I wanted to share because I thought it was amazing, and that was in Selfridges Exchange Square. The other thing that I purchased that wasn't in the sale, I finally bought some custom Ray-Bans. I've wanted to do this for ages. I bought some for my friend for her birthday in February. I need to like clean the lenses because they're horribly smudged. And I actually had a pair of sunglasses that were, well, they were identical to this with different lenses. And I don't know where they've gone. These are my they were my favourite pair of sunglasses. And they're the first pair of sunglasses maybe ever that I've lost. So I just can't understand it. They must be in a handbag somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Anyway, because of that, partly because I thought maybe I'll find them one day, I wanted to make them slightly different. And these aren't a pair that you could just go out and buy as well. So I didn't want to buy a pair that you could just buy regular and have my name or my initials put on them. I wanted to get something slightly different. So I got these. These are the Erica. If you are interested, these are pretty much, I'll put them there because then they match. They are pretty much the cheapest Ray-Bans that you can buy. They've got like a rubber frame, but you can have ones with velvet. You can loads of different options. And then I had the black arms and little lilac, what are these called? I don't know, ear things. And they've got my initials embossed there or printed there, and they have got slightly mirrored, like grey mirrored lenses. I love these sunglasses so much. I had them without mirrored lenses and I loved them, and you can get them. You can also get velvet ones with mirrored lenses really easily. I'll find some links and stuff and leave them below. But these are my favourite sunglasses. One thing I really like about them is you can put them up on top of your head and they don't have those like nose rest things, so they don't catch in your hair, and they also don't leave a big mark there as well. Really comfortable, light, and practically indestructible. But I don't know where my other pair is. I bought Lee a pair for Father's Day that were really nice. They were, I think they were black rubber. They were Wayfarers, black rubber with red arms, like translucent red arms, and they had red flash lenses because that's what he wanted. They are crazy. And then you get a choice of different cases as well that you can have, and you can have whatever you want written here, and I've just had my initials MM, and I got his with red. I got a red case with his initials on them, and he's just got a new car, and the red of that matches the red leather interior of his car. How cool is that? That's everything. That is my haul of bits and pieces that I've bought in the last few months that I wanted to share. I am going to New York next month, which I'm super excited about, and I'm trying to save my pennies now because I think that between duty free and actually being there, I'm gonna probably do some damage. So it probably won't be much, especially in the high-end area, haul-wise. But yeah, I kind of am interested to hear what you think of the big bag / mini bag debate. I still, if I go somewhere out with the kids, or if I'm like for a weekend away or something, I used to be able to throw everything in my big bag. Now I need to take like a rucksack of some kind and my mini bag, but I prefer that combination to the big bag on my shoulder. I could probably change my mind completely. I'm not getting rid of my big bags anytime soon, but I could probably change my mind completely, you know, in a month. But I'm interested to hear what you guys think, because I think it's one of those divisive even topics. But that's it. I will see you guys in my next video, which will be soon, I promise, and they will be more regular from now on.